Today, I want to tell you a little story and then ask you a question. Um, when I was a young man, I remember thinking, boy, if only I had somebody to answer all of my questions, then I would reach spiritual maturity. I would be a mature Christian. I would be like, okay, I mean, everything would be fine. I would have arrived if I had answers to these questions. And so I remember I went to Moody Bible Institute in Chicago, and I remember there was an opening reception, and there were some professors at the reception, and I just started in on them. I just started asking them questions about the Bible, about faith, whatever. And they just said, whoa, 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 just hold off. There'll be plenty of time for that in your classes. Well, I asked a lot of questions in my classes. Some of my questions got answered and some didn't. And I left Bible school, Bible college, with unanswered questions. And so I had the privilege of, I guess, rubbing shoulders with a few Christian leaders who were well known at the time, who traveled around. And anyway, I had a chance to meet with them, and I would ask them some of my questions. And for the most part, I remember one famous Christian musician just said to me, I just wish I could get this pick of yours out of my brain. And I remember other Christian leaders kind of writing back, just politely saying, essentially, go bother somebody else. I don't have time for your questions. And so these questions that I had, most of them I had to figure out on my own. And it took a long time to do that. And God led me through some very unexpected circumstances to get answers to these questions. But now, 50 years later, I'm in a different place. And the Lord has given me answers to the questions that at least were most troubling for me. And and so I feel good about that. And I also discovered that just having all the answers is not the same as Christian maturity. Those are two different animals, but that's a topic maybe for a different video. Anyway, I say all of this just to say this to you. Do you have questions about faith, about life, about the Bible, about Christianity, about anything, the church, anything? Just hit me with them. I'm very interested in your questions, whatever they may be. I may or may not be able to answer them, but I will do my best. And if you want to post a question in the comments, or I'll leave a link in the description where you can contact me directly. If you want to email me or contact me on my contact form, send me your questions and just send them to me, and I will be happy to do my best to answer them. Anyway, I'm Dwight Clow. Hope this is helpful. Much love from my home to yours. Have a fantastic week.